Young and the Restless spoilers reveal the secret corridors of darkness that lurk behind the lights of glamorous parties and tense confrontations. Nikki, a familiar character in the complicated world of the Young and the Restless, once again finds herself at the center of turmoil. This time, the secret not only tears at her mind, but also threatens to destroy the seemingly eternal relationship between her and her husband. Will Victor give up his plan to take revenge on Jack in the face of Nikki's threats? Or not? Nikki has been around Victor long enough to know when he's hiding something. The days of living together were not without tears and smiles, battles and reconciliations, but this time, Nikki's feelings were not merely doubtful. She knows, deep in her heart, that Victor is plotting something dark, and it involves an old friend of hers, Jack Abbott. During the most difficult years of her life, as Nikki struggled with alcohol and a relentless addiction, Jack was more than just a companion. He became a lifeline, a tireless AA sponsor, always ready to listen and support Nikki unconditionally. Their relationship, although just a friendship, has always been a source of jealousy on Victor's part. Victor Newman is a man who always sacrifices himself for his family, a character who is not only powerful but also full of intrigue, never revealing his plans until all the cards have been neatly arranged. Chessboard. This time, he wanted to punish Jack, not only for what Jack had done in the past but also because of his smoldering jealousy that Jack was the one who helped Nikki get through the darkest times. But more deeply, perhaps Victor also wants to erase Jack's image as a savior in Nikki's eyes, to assert that he is the only person she needs to depend on. As the pieces of the plot gradually emerge, Nikki is drawn into an internal struggle between loyalty to her longtime husband and deep gratitude for her irreplaceable friend. She wonders if she should use extreme measures to stop Victor. Will she be brave enough to threaten Victor with divorce, knowing that despite everything, she still loves him, or will she find another way to protect Jack without sacrificing her relationship? Victor, with his bravery and calculating mind, continues to carry out his plan to bring down Jack on all fronts, from his business career to his personal life. But in this game of power, no one can predict the consequences, and what will happen next can only be determined by the calculating hearts and emotional decisions of the people. Object. Nikki, with her heart torn between love for her husband and deep gratitude for Jack, decided not to stand by and watch. She begins her own investigation, using every connection and resource she can to discover exactly what Victor is up to. During her travels to meet Victor's old friends and colleagues, Nikki gradually pieces together a conspiracy she never dared to believe was true. Maybe misunderstandings in the relationship between Jack and Nikki caused Jack to face serious troubles, even though he remains unaware of the dangers that lurk him. Jack, who has been a steadfast supporter for Nikki in the past, is now the target of Victor's revenge. As Jack continues with his life, with his constant efforts to maintain sobriety and reintegrate into society, he has no idea that his every move is being watched. Victor ignored Nikki's baseless explanations and still did what he thought. Not simply wanting to punish Jack for past mistakes, but also wanting to erase all of Jack's influence on Nikki. He wanted to prove that he was the only one who could protect and care for Nikki, and that Jack was just a part of her past that she should forget. Meanwhile, Genoa City constantly witnesses fights and conspiracies not only in business but also in every personal relationship. Nikki, despite being torn between the two most important men in her life, will have to make the final decision. Can she stop Victor without losing her love? Or will she find a way to save both of these relationships, knowing that, in the race for power and love, sometimes no one can win? The story continues with secrets slowly revealed, each episode bringing not only new questions but also surprising discoveries about loyalty and betrayal, about love and hatred. Nikki, Victor, and Jack, each with their own secrets and goals, will eventually have to face the consequences of their choices. Please subscribe to Yonder channel to update the latest news on our channel.